Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is once again Shizuo for Stubborn Sheep the Diamond blog, doing some quick videos about just random PvP. I've decided that I should focus on the concepts of where you should go based on what you're seeing, to emphasize that part of the strategy more so than class mechanics like when should I backstab and so on, or kick, or blind, or CC, and whatnot. I am now level 83. It's been 2 weeks. And that's about how frequently I'm playing this. I'm ahead of my coworkers again, but that's how it happens. This is AB, Arathi Basin. It's a pretty classic map. I believe it was the second battleground they ever added. It's still around. It's been years. But on Alliance side, the general balance of the map, it's nearly symmetrical. The Horde have a slightly better 3 points that they have access to that they can easily defend from one and to the other, and the Alliance are closer to the stable slightly, very slightly. If you're better than the opposition, you're going to win. Doesn't matter. Now, this is I'm level 83. I'm in the 80 to 84 bracket, which means pretty much everyone has cata gear, and the balance is wacky, so it's possible that one person could probably take out way more people than they should. Nobody really has resilience. If you do, it's from level 70 PvP gear, and you're just going to get smashed. But I always like to go lumber mill first, just because I like lumber mill. That's it. That's the only reason why. I will check stables to make sure that it's taken. But the first part of the map, there's not much strategy. Do you win the fight or do you lose the fight? This basically determines how the rest of this map will go. I don't know who I'm playing with, and I don't know who I'm up against, so I'm basically playing this by ear. I've also been leveling and doing some instances for a bit, so wow, no Horde came. That is unusual, my friends. That's not a good sign. I hope this isn't a slaughter. I mean, if it is, it'll be good for leveling purposes, but man. I normally check to make sure always, when you leave a point, make sure you're not the last person to leave it. Fighting in the middle is good if there are fewer people from your faction fighting in the middle. I would sap him, but he's got so low life. He's actually in brutal PvP gear, level 70 stuff. Now, this is a very, very, very power-geared person that I probably won't be able to beat. It's a Death Knight tank. But I'll see what I can do anyway, just because that's what I do. And he is acting like he's AFK, maybe? Is that a rogue? That is a rogue. I need to get the hell out of here. I've got a bleed effect, but my vanish should last long enough. He's only himoed me. My logic is that I am harassing them. Now, I probably want to make sure, because we have an advantage on points. I want to make sure that our points are defended as much as possible. Fighting out here is fine if there's fewer Alliance than Horde, but it's not good to leave this. Now, this is just tricky stuff. Unfortunately, I can just shadow step up there, but that's a technicality, silly thing. You always kind of need people near points. Right now we're pretty good, with the exception of you have people like this that basically are non-functional. But I wonder what that rogue thinks he's going to do. I'm concerned about Mill. Of course, for here we're going to have an issue. That's an enhancement shaman. Shit. I should be able to get him. If I can get another backstab off, of course there's an unfortunate enemy supporting. Need to get to the point. Even with the massive health pulls relatively to the lower brackets, no resilience just makes fights so fast. And I apparently can't backstab them. That's okay. There's too many alliance defending this point. This is something you need to keep in mind whenever you're defending. You don't need to overreact or overinvest. Another thing that's important to think about is that the whole defend 3 points with 5 people each strategy that people are always like, that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do. You see, those people all came to stable because of the calls. There was an overreaction. That's not good, because our other points are very weak. Farm looks terrible. But the whole keep 5 people... Nah, this point's fine. The whole keep 5 people at each point is terrible. Because what happens if the enemies attack one of your points? I'm sorry, that's too tasty. I didn't even really want to fight. You see, this guy's winning. He's fighting 2 guys at once. In the middle of nowhere, which means that there's 13 alliance fighting near points. I'm sorry. 14 alliance fighting near points and 13 horde fighting near points. I'm annoyed at people fighting far from stables, but I think they should be fine. Ooh, he caught me. Talking and paying attention is rough, man. No, he's let's see what I can do. These are the guys who are fighting in the middle of nowhere. Now they have like no health. Sup? Yeah, they kinda got wrecked. The old health potions are basically meaningless. Hooray, alchemy. I mean, my mythical healing potions do great. I'm not complaining. So this is a pretty solid 3 cap, it looks like. We probably don't really want to harass that much if they have people like that Death Knight on points. Yeah, no, that's a very different Death Knight. So I want Ridicule. I don't like it when you pick roles, because that throws the whole alphabetical base raid thing off, because his name starts with an R and it's way up there because he picked healer. Meh. It's an all or nothing deal. It's too bad I can't pick healer. Obviously, I'm playing a healing role. Let me just make sure that my duration's good. Yeah, last week I actually made another video, but apparently 19 minutes is too long for YouTube, where 16 minutes is fine. So I don't know, man. And apparently Day 9's recording style is extremely difficult to edit with basic software, or free software. See, this is fine. This is fine. We have a lot of defense at the point where they're probably where the horde is probably most concentrated, and we've got a small amount of defense everywhere else. You see, we're the least defended point, yet we're still getting attacked. Yeah, something's up with my ISP. That's all right. It's not that bad. La-di-da. This is pretty solid. This is not something I expect to see in a PUG game most of the time. Most of the time people will overreact and leave a point defenseless. But 2-3 people per point and actually defending the other point. I almost got taunted away by that Shadow Priest, but I decided to do the right thing. Ooh! Yeah, Oh, I have points. I was about to deadly point him, deadly throw him. But yeah, this is basically how you want it to be, especially if there's a Healy Paladin. Healy Paladins are great. You kind of want two sets of people when you're ahead. You want the static people, like healers, or people who are good at long fights. They kind of sit on points. And then you want the people like the rogues and hunters that are good at just killing people, and mages. You want them kind of roaming around between defending whichever point is actually getting heavily attacked. And then having one or two harass to make sure that they're actually keeping a defense, that's great. This is actually much better than I expected. Good job, Alliance of this battle group. Whatever server, or whatever battle group has Coriolis on it, or however you pronounce it. Wow, there's a lot of people here. I'm concerned about... Does stable have too few defenses? Oh, I got sapped. I don't really care, though. I mean, even if they kill me instantly, I'll just pop back up at the point. I mean, sapping is good if you're actually going to open on somebody. Now I just have diminishing returns, and I know there's a rogue around. Standing in a flare won't help you against sap. The sap's range is too long. I could sit around stealth, but I'm pretty happy with my elemental shaman. It is an elemental shaman? Yeah, that's an elemental shaman and a hunter. I'm worried about stables. You see, this would be a fine... Yeah, and he's actually doing what he needs to do. But he didn't even... Oh, he trinketed out of it. Yeah, we lost the stables. Boo earns. Probably because people... No, they genuinely... We had too many people drop the stables to go to blacksmith, so we traded. I mean, this is a very good combination of points. I just don't like... the whole... If you have people who are really interested in zerging or having way too much offense even when you're winning, the only problem with that is that you just make the game take longer. I'm going to have to make a part 2 of this video, just because this map's going to take a while. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and start that now. Part 2 coming up.